Hey, have you had a chance to look at Nykaa's latest earnings report? It seems like they've been pretty busy.
Oh, yeah, I just went through it. FSN e-commerce ventures, that's Nykaa, right? They're the big online beauty and fashion platform. Well, they just filed their integrated financial results for the quarter and 9 months ending December 31st, 2024.
Exactly. So, what's the headline? Are they still the reigning queen of the online beauty market?
Well, revenue is up, that's for sure. But let's dig into it, starting with what they actually do. Nykaa is primarily a beauty and fashion e-commerce platform, but they've also got their own brands and even some physical retail stores. Plus, they have subsidiaries like Nykaa Fashion and FSN International.
Okay, so it's not just an online store anymore. What about any big changes recently? Acquisitions, maybe?
Actually, yes. On November 26th, 2024, they increased their stake in Earth Rhythm Private Limited, and now they hold about 74.63% equity. So Earth Rhythm is now officially a subsidiary, not just an associate.
Oh, interesting. So, how did all of that affect their financials? Give me the juicy details.
All right, let's dive into the income statement. Their revenue from operations for the quarter was 2,267.21 crore rupees, up from 1,788.80 crore rupees year on year. And the net profit after tax, 26.97 crore rupees compared to 18.23 crore rupees last year. So, growth across the board, it seems.
Nice. What about one-time events or anything that might have skewed those numbers?
Nothing too major flagged in the report regarding one-off events affecting the figures. It seems like steady growth.
Okay, good to know. So, how's their balance sheet looking? Solid as a rock, or are there some cracks?
Well, assessing the balance sheet involves looking at their assets, liabilities, and equity. We'd need more detailed info to pinpoint specific risks, but the report doesn't highlight any immediate solvency or liquidity concerns.
Gotcha. What about cash flow? Are they swimming in it or just barely keeping their heads above water?
Okay, so the report doesn't give us a detailed cash flow statement, but it implies they're generating enough to support growth. No explicit mention of dividend record or payment dates, unfortunately.
Ah, too bad. Dividends are always interesting for investors. Let's share this information. Hey, YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the financial world.
Definitely. Now, moving on, they've broken down their performance by segments: beauty, fashion, and others, which is their international business. Beauty is the big earner, obviously.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, beauty is carrying the team. What about fashion?
Fashion is still in the red, actually. They reported a loss in the fashion segment. The beauty segment reported profits of 100.31 crore rupees, while fashion had a loss of 25.41 crore rupees for the quarter. Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Okay, so what are some of the key ratios telling us?
Well, without doing a ton of calculations, we can see their profitability is improving. Net profit is up, as we mentioned. But we'd want to dig deeper into things like their debt to equity ratio to get a clearer picture.
True. Are there any interesting trends emerging from the data?
I think the most obvious trend is the consistent revenue growth. They're also managing to improve their profitability, which is a good sign. The segment reporting is new this year, so that's a trend in itself.
Right, makes sense. So, what's your overall outlook? Should investors be excited, cautious, or running for the hills?
Well, based on the report, I'd say cautiously optimistic. Nykaa is definitely a leader in its space, but the fashion segment needs to turn around. Plus, always consider disclaimer. We advise investors to check with certified experts before taking any investment decisions.
Good point. So, any dividend announcements or expectations?
Nothing mentioned in this report about dividends, unfortunately, so no record or payment dates to discuss this time.
All right, so final thoughts? Sum it up for me.
Nykaa had a decent quarter with solid revenue growth and improving profitability, but keep an eye on that fashion segment. And remember, no dividends have been announced, so that's something for investors to watch.
Got it. So, overall, a mixed bag, but trending in the right direction. Thanks for the breakdown.
No problem. Always good to see how these e-commerce giants are performing, right?